All right, before we start, I just want to ask you to hit the like and the sub button. We're trying to grow our channel, and every little bit helps. Thank you guys so much in advance, and we love you. Hello, Jason from HOJGaming coming to you with a new series called 5-Minute Tips. It's where I give you tips and tricks for games in less than 5 minutes. Today, we're going to cover some tips and tricks for Sea of Thieves. This one is going to cover some solo slooping. You see that a big fire tornado in the sky? These events are called the Ashen Winds Event, where you'll be pitted against the Ashen Lords of Flameheart. There are 4 different Ashen Lords, but all of the attacks are the same, and it's just the lore behind each one that is different. There are 3 phases of the fight, where you'll be dealing with melee attacks, fire breath, lunge attacks, boulder throws, ash clouds, shockwaves, and in the final stage, a meteor shower called World's End. And by the way, there are continuous waves of summoned skeletons, some of which include skeletal captains. Shockwaves are accessed in 2nd level of the fight. Basically, and in the 3rd phase of the fight is the meteor shower World's End. First off, to check the map for Reapers, or people running the Reaper's Mark. These are PvPers. They tend to go around to world events looking for people that are distracted with fighting the bosses. Second, I would park on the side of the island that hides you best from the players. Basically, if you look at the map, you can see which side the players would be coming from. Park on the other side of the island from that. Luckily, I got Mermaid's Hideaway when I was filming this. Most people will only see approaching from the north or the east, so I parked on the southwest corner to hide behind the rock. Now, some people will park close enough to use their cannons on the bosses, but I say nay, sir. Do not do that, and here's why. The long ranges of the boulders can be launched will easily cover the same distance as cannons, and you will be dealing with a constant pounding of fire boulders. Trying to repair, fight fire cannons will not be fun. So, park at least a good sword lunge away from the land, and then make sure to not fight on the side of the island where your boat is. I say to equip a sword and a blunderbuss, which is most optimal, long shot, which is also good, high damage, and it keeps you at a distance. While blunder bombs work, they aren't really effective, and fire bombs are useless against these bosses. Explosive barrels, however, are super effective, and if you can find a dark trident, that will speed things up. The island is full of food and usually has some ammo crates. The boss will normally spawn near an area that has crates and ammo. Make sure to try and stick around there. And at this point, you really just need to walk up, start attacking, pull the enemy again over to where you're not far from ammo crates, and this will be the primary attacks you will be doing on the boss. Dodge, duck, dive, dip, and dodge your way round and through all of the attacks. Continue laying down fire directly into the boss. When skeletons are summoned, your best bet to get rid of them is to get them to chase you a bit. Line them up and sword dash through them all. They don't have a lot of health, and I find this is the fastest and most effective way to clear them out. Once you do enough damage, the boss will take a knee. Run up and sword slash with all you got, as they are vulnerable in this state and do not attack. In the 3rd phase, you want to make sure you fight them away from your boat. That meteor shower has a huge area of effect, and if you are near your boat, it can get hit several times by big flaming boulders from the sky, and you'll have to run out in boiling hot water, which damages you, fix your boat, and while you're out there, the Ashen Lord will continually pummel you with the long shot boulders. I suggest that you continually check the horizon, and if you die, take the time to stop, check your boat for damage, and check the map to see if any Reapers are on the server and are heading your way. Hit and run for 45 minutes. This is how long it took me to solo. Once you have it beat, you're rewarded with quite the haul of trinket. Problem though, they're spread all over the place. The 2 most expensive things are the Ashen Lord Skull, which is about 10k, and the Chest of Rage, which is about 3k. If you are in a hurry, just grab both of those, leave everything else, and race to the closest outpost. If you have time to gather everything up, I suggest that you go ahead and stack everything up on the land, pull your boat up, and use the harpoons to get it onto the ship. It'll be much faster. In either case, the Chest of Rage will make sailing interesting, as it likes to get angry and blow fire everywhere. But I prefer to put it on the end of the boat and just have a bucket of water ready when it explodes. It won't set much on fire if it's out on the very end, and it will only take 1 bucket to put out the bowsprit. You have to turn in the skull and the chest first. That way, if someone does come up on you and corner you at the outpost, you have gotten the most valuable stuff turned in for your solo fight. Anyways, we'll see you guys next time with 5-minute tips on HOJGaming.